you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen. So today's topic will be very heavy this morning. Okay. So the past, I guess it's been like 2 weeks. They have been talking about this on social media when it pertains to black men. So I apologize for being too early because I thought we were going to do the stream like 9. But I have to do some running around a little bit early today. So we'll have to start today this early. We'll have to start this early at 8. I apologize for that. I know some of y'all busy, got things to do instead of just sitting around listening to this loud mouth heifer. Okay, but we gonna get into the foolery. The title is Why Are Black Men Not Smart Enough to Go to College? Now, for 2 weeks, they have been spinning this on social media. And the queens of the darkness, okay? Queens of the darkness on YouTube, okay? YouTubian streets have been spreading this foolery about black men. And I'm going to share something with you. There's a reason why the drop in college for black men has come. There's a reason. So 2024, only 22% of black men have went to college in 2024. Usually the number is 36. Okay, I think it's around 36 or 35. That's what the data said when I checked yesterday. Okay, so usually there's a reason to everything that happens in our community. There will always be a reason. Okay? There will always be a reason. And the reason is, my sisters, I want you to turn around and look yourself in the mirror. Okay? I want you to turn around and look yourself in the mirror. Sunkiss, thank you for the 199 super chat. 18, baby, what's going on, baby? How you doing this morning? I saw you. Okay? On Underrated Darkness, okay? Shout out to you, my sister. So let's get into the foolery. There's a reason why you see a drop in college applications when it comes to black men. There are a lot of reasons, but we're going to start with one particular reason, okay? It's not that they're not smart enough. That's not it. That's not it. A lot of people want to lean that way, but that's not it. Why you don't see that many melanated brothers in college. There's a lot of stuff under the surface that we don't go into. And you also have to look at the caliber of women that are raising these boys, okay? Because more than likely, since we are 80% baby mamas, these boys are growing up just with their mama. So they get conversations like this when they only just was raised with their mama. They get conversations like this, and everybody, like, why? Everybody is upset saying, oh, that's not true. But these young kings get conversations like this from their own mama. You understand? They get conversations like this from their own mama. Check this out. Shout out to I Am Shalakemia. Check this out.
This is that your mom said something that really upset you. What was it?
She said she hated me and she wished I was dead.
Wow. When did she say that?
In December.
So recently. I'm sorry she said that.
It's okay.
What did that make you feel like when your mom said that?
It made me feel like nothing.
Made you feel like nothing.
Our young black men are being mentally abused at a young age. You know why? There's no awareness. There's no accountability when it comes to a toxic mom. They want to just shed the light on a toxic and abusive father. That's all they want to do. That young man's going to grow up, get with a woman, project on her, and they're going to blame him when it's not his fault. It started, he was abused as a child. There needs to be more awareness, more accountability for these situations. I said what I said, and my name is Shalakimia.
You told my producers that your mom said something that really upset you. What was it?
She said she hated me and she wish I was dead.
When did she say?
So when you say things like this to our boys, that you hate them and you wish them death, how do you think that they are supposed to come up with a clean mindset? How do you think they're supposed to come up with a loving mindset when you say, I wish death upon my son? Here's another one. Here we go.
This is why in our culture as black people, when the boys turn a certain age, the men come and get him and take him away from the mother because she can emotionally manipulate him. But since we don't live in our culture no more, we say what we want to say, do what we want to say. We tear our men down and then wonder why they don't make good husbands and fathers. Mothers destroy sons. His mother can speak to him in certain ways that destroy him in ways that can never be repaired. This is why.
Dead.
When did she say that?
Ayana Van Zandt, when she said that, that spoke truth to power. Spoke truth to power. There's a time when these young men need to go stay with their father. Now, it would be amazing if they grew up with their daddy. That would be amazing if they grew up with their daddy. But there's a time where these kids need to go and experience manhood. I ain't lying to you. Because when they already, check a child that has been raised by their father already. From birth, they spent time with their daddy. Their daddy lived in the same household. I'm not saying the child is perfect, but they have a type, especially if the husband has a king mindset. The child has a type of aura about themselves. I watch this and I see the difference in my oldest son, who is 30, and the child that is 14 years old, the boy child that's 14 years old in our household. Same age, but different aura. Like the son that we have in the house, he understands that he's a king. He understands that he's a king. You understand what I'm saying? But my son, my oldest son, who's 30, he didn't understand that until he got much older. You understand? He didn't have that much confidence until he got much older, married, and had children. But the youngest one, he understands who he is. He understands the bloodline that he comes from. You understand? He understands that the name that he holds brings weight. You understand? So when they're raised with their father, they're different. When they're raised under their father, they're very different. I'm not saying we ain't have no flaws with our son. I'm not saying that he's perfect. But I'm saying that when they're raised with their daddy, they act much different. Okay? So now I want to share this with y'all before we go into the meat of the story. Okay? Before we go into the meat of the story, I first want to give a shout out to Sun Kiss for the $1.99 super chat. I appreciate you, Sun Kiss. Thank you so much for donating to the channel. Thank you so much. I want to play this right here. It's a little funny. Check this out, y'all.
Give us the wisdom. Do you want the wisdom? Yes! I didn't hear you. Yes! Do you need the wisdom? Yes! Hey, yo, it's Fox G! Who are you?
Man, it's Fox the G. I'm here. I'm trying to book you and your friends.
Hey! This book me and my friends. I said, this guy wants to book me and my friends. My brother, where are you from?
Man, I'm from Dallas, Texas.
This guy from Dallas, Texas wants to book me and my friends. My brother, do you have money?
Nah.
You don't have money?
Nah, nothing, man.
Well, my brother, when you have dollars, Texas.
Thank you, Sunkiss, for the $1.99 super chat. I thought y'all would have liked that. I thought y'all would have thought that was funny. Anyway, let's go into the meat of the story. Why is Take Heed bringing this up? Because I saw a young man on social media yesterday, and he said there's a reason why we don't go to school. There is a reason why we don't go to college, okay? And this was his reasons, okay? This was his reasons. Now, there's a host of other reasons as well why the numbers are down for college for 2024. And, but this is one of them. This is one of them, okay? So here we go. This is what this young man said. Here we go.
I don't see nobody talking about this topic, bro. And trigger warning right now, because this might come across a little rash or a little hasty. I don't really care because it needs to be said. And this conversation about the whole black men going to college thing, this is just turned into, I could tell exactly what it's turned into. It just turned into we're about to berate, degrade, and bash the black men parade. Just like I do all 7 days of the week, twice on Saturday, because I got time. Look, bro, first of all, the reason why black men don't value or they just simply don't want to, y'all know that starts at home, right? Let's go ahead and act real quick, right? Let's go ahead and just start the scene.
Hey,
Jarquavius Marshawn Jones, sit your stupid ass down. That's how like 50 to 60% of black women are talking to their black sons. You look just like your damn daddy. That's how y'all be talking to your black sons, bro. And then y'all wondering why they're not emotional intelligent. Then you wonder why they grow up mad and angry. So then, what's your next outlet? You're going to put them in sports because you know that now they're 10, 11, 12, they're getting a little bit too big. Your little whooping's not doing nothing. So now you have to put them in a contact sport in order so they can try to emotionally regulate. Oh yeah, I'm about to put you in football. I'm about to put you in basketball. You need to get in some sports. That'd be the first thing that happens, bro. And I live that, bro. That's literally what happens. And then number two, y'all acting like going to school, like black women. Stop this whole classism superiority complex. Anybody can go to school if they are taught the right skills. The last 20, 30 years since the movie The Barbershop, since Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married, since all the little Medea plays, has been black women be independent, don't need no man. Black women go get your money, don't worry about no man, don't rely on no man out here. Don't rely on no man. That's what all Generation X, all the millennials told y'all. So y'all naturally grew up and your whole focus was, I'm about to go to college or I'm about to become an esthetician, I'm about to do something, I'm about to get some money, and I'm about to get away from black men. The reason why y'all don't get targeted as much because y'all are not a threat. Look what happened to Malcolm X, unalive. Marcus Garvey, unalive. Bob Marley, unalived. MLK, unalive. Because when black men get education, we are a big threat. You know why? Because black men, we have the societal pressure to take our family with us, and we're not seen as valuable until we give back to the community. Black women, on the other hand, women in general, that's not a responsibility for y'all. Y'all are the weaker vessel and the more emotional vessel. So also y'all can get further while being more emotional and have less emotional regulation. Hence is why you see a black woman on the register or a black woman in places of customer service, and she can have the nastiest attitude. But if a black man of her same counterpart has their same attitude, he's not even getting, they're not taking him serious in an interview. He's not getting the job. So we actually have to try harder than everybody. And this conversation is proving exactly that. So, and then the third thing, these teachers since 2020 have been on this app telling you single black moms about how the black man's at reading and comprehension. I don't see nobody talking about this.
That's nasty, right? But it's true. The young man is right. He's right. See, it starts at home. See, it's how you talk to your child, your boy child at home, that makes him want to see the stars. and the moon and the sky. It's how you talk to him. The other day, me and my king was sitting on the couch and our son walked in. I told y'all how big this boy is. He looked like a linebacker. He big. So he come in the living room and I said, "My king," you know, "My king." He looked at me. He started laughing. The baby, the last born, the one who's our wine baby, she walks in. She says, "What king?" I said, and then he said, "Mama, I got it." He said like that. He said, "I can't get a little praise from my mama. I can't get a little praise from my mama." This is the thing. We don't know how to talk to our sons. We don't. We don't know how to talk to our babies. We do not know how to talk to them. We sure as hell don't know how to praise them. You don't like the daddy, you tell this baby you look just like your ugly ass daddy. You tell this baby you ain't gonna be shit just like your daddy ain't shit. Mind you, mama, you picked the daddy. You picked the daddy. The child ain't got nothing to do with you picking the daddy. Mimi, I see you. Jay, I see you. A-Team, I see you. Steven, I see you. Thank you for coming in. I see somebody else in this chat too. Done wrote some foolery. So you see the nonsense that's going on. Now take heed to the message is not supporting any violence. I'm not supporting any violence. I'm not supporting any evil towards black men. But or black women, but a correction needs to be made. A correction needs to be made in our community. We expect our sons to be our husbands. A lot of us raise that oldest boy to be the husband. We require for him to treat us like a husband would treat you. Now, a young man that I'm about to dissect, okay, on social media, he is a content creator. And he has a story about his mama, okay? He has a story about his mama. And it's very hurtful, okay? And I want y'all to hear the story. We're going to go into the story. My content is not to bash. My content is to correct. Even if you may not like it, that's your business. You can always scroll up and watch somebody else. You don't have to stay in the chat. But the uncomfortable truth is that a lot of our black men, they get dog walked. There's a reason why you only see 22% of black men that graduate from college in 2024. There's a reason. There's multiple reasons, but this is a particular reason why you don't see it. And it does start at home. Any education for any child, girl child or boy child, it starts at home. So if the child doesn't believe in themselves at home, they're not going to believe in themselves when they try to go off to college or attempt to go off to college. So if no one is speaking over their life, if no one is sowing a seed into these children, they're going to believe they can't make it. It's how you talk to your babies. It's how you talk to them and let them know that they're going to make it. It's how you react when things happen. When they come home and tell you they want to apply for something at school, this is when you tell them, baby, you can do it. You can do it. When they even tell you, Mama, I'm scared, I don't know if I'm gonna get it, I say, you still try, baby. Believe in yourself. You still try anything. See, this is one thing that they used to say back in the day to us, and especially those teachers, those black teachers. Shout out to Miss Kerr. Okay? Baby, you can do anything you put your mind to. Shout out to Mr. Watts. You can do anything that you put your mind to. It don't matter where you live at. You can do anything long as you put your mind to it. You can be anything you want to be as long as you put your mind to it. And because a lot of these young mothers, even women my age, don't know how to talk to their sons. You're telling this child, oh, you look like your effing father. Oh, you act like your effing father. But mama, who picked the daddy? Come on now, who picked the daddy? Who picked him? Mama, you picked the daddy. You picked the daddy, mama. Let me know how my mic sound. Does my mic sound nice? Hit 1. If my mic sound nice, hit 2. If my mic sound nice, hit 1. Okay, thank you, Mimi. I said it wrong. You heard that? I said if my mic sound nice, hit 1. Thank you. Then I said hit 2. Why did I say that? I should have said hit 2 if it sound bad. But you wouldn't even, oh my God. Okay, so this young man, I just saw him on social media. His name is called It's Real Rob, okay? Real Rob. It's Real Rob. Now, I share his content in our community chat, okay? I shared his content in our community chat. I want y'all to go back, get some time, watch what this brother said. And if this was not the gospel truth, damn it. Hello, Kevin. If this was not the gospel truth, damn it. Nobody will tell me that this young man is lying. Do you hear me? Nobody can tell me he lying. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. Y'all know it's Sunday morning and stuff like that. So, we trying to handle things in the house. So please forgive me for the noise in the background. Okay? Take heed to the message. They don't like hard truth conversations. I know they don't, but it is what it is. It is what it is, baby. So here come the truth from this young man. Here we go.
It's Real Rob, boy, back with another video. Today's topic is how black mothers raise their sons to be their husband. Let me say that one more time. How black mothers raise their sons to be their husbands. See, growing up with an abusive mother as a child and throughout my teenage years, I always knew something was off, but I couldn't grasp it. I couldn't grasp it because I was suffering, I was hurting, and I was also uneducated about the situation. I was uneducated about narcissism. Typical children, typical teenager, we was uneducated. We didn't know nothing about what was going on until we got older. So it's understandable. It's understandable.
So I didn't say this was everybody situation. Please, y'all, understand that. Because, some of y'all come in here with your feelings. I didn't say this is everybody's situation. This is a part of the problem. Okay, I didn't say this everybody's situation. My regulars, you already know what this is, okay? But I didn't say this is everybody's situation. It's just his truth. So we just dissecting his truth. There's a lot of reasons why black men don't attend college. This is one of the reasons. I didn't say it was everybody gospel truth. All right, let's get to it. Here we go.
See, as I got older, as I started to find out who I was as an individual, as I started to become wiser, as I started to become more independent and in control of my life, things got worse between me and my mom. Things got way worse. Things got worse because I was becoming something. I am something that she could never keep and something that she could never have. And that was a real man. As I started to become a man, in my own right, things got worse. Things took a turn for the worse. See, narcissistic mothers, they hate when their sons become a man in their own right. Because once a boy becomes a man, nobody can control a man. Nobody. And see, when you become a man, when you teach yourself how to become a man without having a father in the household, without having that father figure to guide you and shape you and mold you into a man, when you have to teach yourself these things on your own.
I gotta stop it right here. Can I ask y'all a favor? Okay, can I ask all of you a favor that's in my chat? So, why do I only have 8 likes? You know, it's 45 of y'all in here. I mean, at least be nice. Hit the like button. It's okay, you know? If you want to be, you know what I'm saying? I didn't ask you to donate yet. I didn't ask. But be nice. Hit the like button. Don't just come in here and be disrespectful. You know? You making comments and stuff. You don't want to hit the like button. Be nice now. Be nice. It's 46 of y'all in here. Be nice. Come on now. I'm getting all these little love emojis I see. Be nice. Hit the like button. Be nice, damn it. Be nice. It's 46 of y'all in here. Stop laughing. It ain't funny. Well, it's 46 of y'all in here. Be nice, damn it. Be nice. Oh, my goodness. Y'all disrespectful this morning. Okay? Y'all disrespectful this morning. Now I'm going to hit you with donate to the channel. Okay? Donate to the channel. Okay? Be nice. Oh, my goodness. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Hit the like button. Oh, my goodness. Let's continue. Here we go.
The narcissistic mother is going to catch on to that. She's going to start to see how you progressing in life. She's going to start to see how you becoming independent. She's going to start to see characteristics and traits inside of you as a man that she never seen in nobody else because she could not get a real man. So once she see that you are becoming something other than what she wants you to become, things get worse. See, as you become a man, your mother becomes, it makes her feel belittled by it. It makes her feel belittled. Because if the mother is single, which 85% of black women in today's society, not black women, but black mothers are single. 85%. 85%. It's an 85% single black mother rate in today's society.
Now, I don't know about the 85% because last time I checked, it was only 80% of black baby mothers. So I'm not sure about 85, but we're going to let them continue to cook. Okay? Here we go.
Sorry. And please forgive me if I'm wrong. But I've done the research and comes to find out 85%. So guess what? Because of that, and once you become a man, once your mother sees that you are becoming a man, she's going to see this because she's going to eventually have to come to the terms that you're going to set out on your own. You're going to leave the nest. You're going to leave the house because you became a man of morals. You became a man of great principle. You became a man of great integrity. See, when your narcissistic mother sees you become a man, she cannot stand it. She will not stand it. She's going to hate. She's going to become severely jealous of it. Because you want to know why? Your mother knows one thing. And that one thing is, just like every man left her, Just like the father left her, the son is eventually going to leave her.
That's nasty, right? That's nasty. So far, that's nasty. Okay? So far, what this young man is saying is nasty. Okay, y'all? Now, is it the truth? Now, put a 1 in the chat if what he's saying is true. Put a 2 in the chat if he lying. Okay? Now, we got to get the count ready. Put a 1 in the chat if it's the truth. Put a 2 in the chat if he lying, damn it. Okay? Steven said 1. 18 said 1. All right now. Now, you done gave me 1, 1, 1, and another 1 out of 18. All right now. Okay? Okay? Oh, my goodness. Maro gave 1. Renee gave 1. Okay? Now, I cannot pronounce your name correctly, dear. I cannot, but I see you, honey. Dr. Lewis, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Now, listen. I got 48 people in here, okay? Be nice. There's like 3 dots at the top of your phone, okay? If you're on the phone, 3 dots at the top of your phone. Is it Qua? That's what you're saying? Qua? Okay. It's 3 dots at the top of your phone if you're watching me. Okay? Hit the like button. Okay? I got 19 likes so far. It's 44 of y'all in here. Okay? 44 of y'all in here. Be nice, damn it. Be nice. Hit the like button. Y'all gotta do me like that. Today's Sunday. Why I gotta go through all this? Be nice. Okay? You want to watch me? You want to watch me? Hit the like button. Oh my goodness. That's right, Stephen, on these YouTubian streets. So the brother is right so far. We gonna hit that 1. The brother is right so far. Let's continue. Here we go.
And narcissistic parents fear that. Narcissistic mothers, they fear abandonment because you are their supply. So if you can no longer supply them, you take your power back, and that leaves them broken. So in order to keep the supply from escaping, they have to manipulate, and they have to distort the bond that y'all have, because narcissistic, we never had a bond with our parents to begin with. The narcissistic abuse victims never had a bond with their parents. Never. They never had a bond with their parents to begin with. But anyway, back to my story. See, as I started getting older, as I started to grow, I noticed that
No problem.
my mom didn't talk to me as if I was her son. I noticed that she started to talk to me as if I was her husband, like as if I was her man or something. And I know this might sound weird, but it's true. It's the fucking truth. And what I mean by this is she would engage in me as if I was her husband. Meaning she would get me to do things at a young age that a man should have been doing. As if she would give me these ultimatums and these commandments as if I was her husband. I'm gonna get to it. Y'all don't know what I mean by husband further in the video. She would expect me to do things that a father in her house should have been doing, at a young age. Meaning forcing me to cook food for everybody in the house, forcing me to pay her bills, and forcing me to take care of other people's children. And I don't even have children. If one sibling had problems, if I was going through something, she would call me and tell me to go talk to him as if I was the father figure in the house. What do you mean go talk to him? I'm not the father. They need to talk to their father. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you doing to me. Anyway, she would constantly seek unwanted attention from me. She would constantly seek unwanted attention from me. Meaning she would do things when I'm minding my business, like when I'm in my own zone, when I'm shutting everybody out, she would do little things in order to get my attention. If she bought some new clothes, she would force herself to be in my peripheral vision, meaning she would force herself to be in my view to where I can notice her. Unwanted attention. If she got her hair done, she would come by me and just try to force me to look at her, meaning she would say stuff, she would act a certain way just so she can get that attention.
Now, is he right about that? Is he right about that part right there too? Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know. Is he right about that? Because what is missing in our homes are... this is nasty. This is nasty what I'm about to say. What is missing in our homes, black women, is the king. The king is missing in your home. And the thing is, you're trying to put that first son into the king's chair. How many times have I told y'all? And the throne and the crown does not want you. The throne and the crown does not want the fake king. That meaning you, mama, and that meaning that firstborn son. Because he cannot take the weight that the king can take. He cannot take the weight. Let me say it one more time. He cannot take the weight that the king can take. He can't. So we get in here, we buy new clothes, you dancing around your son, and he tells you, oh, mama, you look so beautiful. Mama, I love your hair. This is what your husband's supposed to tell you. This is what your husband is supposed to tell you. Mama, I love your hair. This is what you want your son to tell you. But your husband is supposed to tell you that. Your hair looks nice. You smell good. Your dress looks beautiful. Baby, did you lose some weight? That's what your husband's supposed to tell you. But what y'all do is you build that son into a buildable son husband. You build that son into a buildable son husband. This is why a lot of y'all get jealous when you see this boy bring home a woman. This is why y'all get jealous when you see, not, I can't say boy, let me repeat it again. When your grown son, a man, come walk through your door with a woman. This is why y'all get jealous. This is why when your son come pick you up, you think your ass is supposed to sit in the front. Yeah, you think your ass is supposed to sit in the front of the car because you the mama. But you supposed to sit in the back while she sit in the front. I know y'all gonna say, fat bitch what? Fat bitch what? Yes, you supposed to sit in the back. You supposed to sit in the back. Tell one of them to pull their seat up a little bit. I don't care how big you is. You supposed to sit in the back. Or you don't ride with your son. That's how it's supposed to be. When he get married, you come second, mama. You come second. When he get married, you come second. A lot of y'all, and this is a lot of y'all football moms, basketball moms. You lock that boy into buying you a house. But who's supposed to buy you a house? Your husband. Your husband's supposed to buy you a house, not your son. When these boys make it to greatness, I keep saying boys. When these young men make it to greatness, you want this young man to buy you everything that your husband's supposed to buy you. Now, it's not wrong that the child want to do something nice for their mama. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But the person that's supposed to buy you all these things is your husband. But we look to these young men to be the husband. This boy said his mama pranced around him, and this is what a wife does when she want her husband to notice her. Cause I do it. Yeah. I'm a big girl, yes, but when I throw on some nice shit, I got a lot of nice shit in my closet. But when I throw on something nice and I want my husband to see, I prance around his ass. I prance around him like a little girl, and he be looking at me, baby, you look nice. You know, you dragging that wagon back there. And I laugh. But you want your son to praise you, and that's not what it's supposed to be. You supposed to praise your son. It's not him turn around and praise you. You see him dressed, he got a nice suit on. You say, player, you're looking good, player. You're looking good, got that crisp haircut. You looking good, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to praise your son. You tell him he handsome. Talk to him. He not supposed to turn around and praise you. Your husband's supposed to praise you. Baby, you look good, honey. You look good. Okay, you got too much cleavage showing. My husband always tell me that. It's too much. It's too much. Close it up. Get you a safety pin. Close that cleavage up. Okay? Yes. That's how it's supposed to be. The son is not supposed to be there to praise you. Now, let's continue because this young man is cooking, honey. Let's continue, baby. All right? Let's get in here. Thank you to everybody who was here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the likes, okay? I appreciate you as well. The ones who took time to like my channel. It's 43 of y'all watching, only 25 likes, okay? Only 25 likes. Let's get in here.
So she can get that acceptance, that validation. She act like a little girl trying to impress a boy at school. And I'm like 17, 18 at this point. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You don't got no man. Who and what is you doing this for? Because you don't have no man. You go up and down. You swear up and down that you don't need no man. You happy without no man. But this is my thing. You acting like a woman. You acting like a girl that's in search of a man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It wasn't till later on in life that I figured out how she viewed me. It wasn't after. It was after the gaslighting, the blame shifting, and the projection. She would say things like, oh, I wasn't going to be nothing in life. I was going to be nothing. I was going to be just like my father. He wasn't nothing in life. She would tell me these things. She would.
And this is the horror that y'all tell these young men. You tell the girls that too, but we talking about the men, okay? This is the horror that you tell our men. That they ain't gonna never be shit. They never was shit. You act just like your daddy. You gonna be just like your daddy. Why you're cursing this baby? Why you, if the daddy is so bad, why are you cursing this baby? Because mama, you picked him. You picked him, the same child that you breastfed, the same child that you wiped him from the rooter to the tutor. Same child that you washed up, same child that you did his hair. And so you tell him you ain't gonna be shit, you gonna be just like your damn daddy. The daddy in prison, you gonna tell him you gonna go to prison just like your daddy. This is the nonsense that y'all tell these boys. And so they're like, this is half the battle, that they already beaten up at home. So now when they go to school and the teacher start complaining that something wrong with them and they want to put these boys on Ritalin. Come on now. Don't act like y'all don't know. Don't act like y'all don't know. They're quick to put the child on Ritalin. They quick to tell you that. because the child is jumping around, the child is excited and this and that. And then what happened? You go and put the baby on Ridley. Go put that baby on Ridley. Baby sit on the chair. And every time you ask him, you okay? Is everything okay? He's looking at you like, yeah, he's in a daze. He's in a daze, sitting on the chair. He's in a daze. Instead of you getting him something to do that occupy his mind, okay? Instead of you getting him something to do to occupy his mind so that he won't be jumping around all over, you know what I'm saying, all over the classroom. Get him something that occupies his time. But no, let's put these babies on Ritalin. Let's put them on Ritalin and let them sit on the couch all day. And then the one time you forget the Ritalin, the boy turned into a beast. One time you forget the dosage, you didn't get the medication in time, the child turned into a beast. And medication wasn't the answer. An outlet was the answer. Ain't that nasty? 18 said, don't forget about all that sugar to eat too. Now, she right about that. There are other factors why black men, and I gotta say it again, why black men are not in college. We want to get in here and say, oh, they not smart enough. That's not true. There's a lot of factors why black men are not in college, and it starts at home. See, I'm going to share something with you. When a black woman speaks life over her husband, let's just say her husband, when she speaks life over her husband sees no stumbling blocks. He sees nothing that blocks him. Mind you, what he's trying to achieve is difficult. But when the wife gets behind him and say, honey, you have walked into your destiny. When a wife tell him, you have walked into your destiny. And anybody that comes for you and try to destroy what you have, Yahweh will make them your footstool. They will be your step to success. You see how that hit? You see how that hit? When you speak life over your husband, let's talk about it. When you speak life over your husband, hey, Growth, what's going on, sir? How you doing? Good to see you. Guys, please make sure you tune in to Growth Talk with Kofa. Now, I hope I said that right. Please make sure you tune into that, brother. A content is always fire, amazing, and educational. Do you hear me, baby? Okay? Get in there and get your mind right. So, when you speak life into your husband, there's nothing that he won't conquer. Now, it's different when he tell you he want to do something and you say this, I don't think so. You ain't that smart. I don't think so. You know, that ain't you. What he does, he gonna back down. He not gonna continue. He not gonna pursue it. He not gonna pursue it. But if you tell him, I see this in your future. You start speaking life over his name. I see this. You can do this. I believe in you. Whatever we going through, God sees us. We're going to get past it. If you speak life, do you hear what I'm saying? When you speak life into your husband, there's nothing this man can't do. There's nothing he can't do. I want you to understand that. There's a difference. You can tell a woman who doesn't speak life into her husband. and a woman who speak life into her husband. You can see the way the husband moves when he walks, the confidence that he has. That's the same thing with a male child. When our son walk in a room, you can see that the lion has come. When this boy walk into the room, you can see that the lion has come. Do you hear me? You can see the lion has come. Because you have to learn how to speak life into these boys. You got to learn how to speak life. My sister, you are the tree. You are the tree of your family. If the tree is rotten and the tree don't have anything to say good about anybody, the leaves die. Everything dies on the tree. If you speak evil upon everybody in your family, the tree dies. All you're doing is spreading evil into the lives of your children and your husband. I didn't say you had to be perfect, sis. I didn't say you had to be perfect, but you got to have a clean heart trying to have a family. You got to speak good over the children. First the husband. First the husband. Then the children. And when you need that, I need to go get refilled. I have been giving, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. He Said, amazing content yesterday, my brother, as always. Always dropping those gems, honey. They don't like those truth bombs, sir. They don't like those truth bombs, okay? Shout out to you, Mr. He Said. Shout out to Mrs. She Said as well. Promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. They don't like that truth, sir. They don't like that truth. Listen, I got to take a pause too sometimes and look too. That's why I love your channel, my brother, because it makes me even think. Shout out to you, my brother. So, if you are the tree, and at times you're going to need that, I need a refill. What have I told y'all, my sisters? You got to go to who? The king. You got to go to the throne. I need a refill. Go lay on him. I need a refill. I have been giving to the family. I have been giving to you. I need a refill. You are the tree, my sister. You the tree. So if you are spewing hatred, you are spewing evil thoughts against your family, you can see it in the family. You can see it in the children. You can see it in the husband. But when your husband come to you with an idea, I know it's hard, my sisters. You wear different hats. But when your husband come to you with an idea, you don't scrap the idea. Oh, no, that shit don't make no sense. Wait a minute. No, hear him out. Get in there and listen to this man. Now you sit down and see how you can work it. Then you tell him, honey, I believe in you. That's the magical words that a black man needs to hear. Any man needs to hear. Honey, I believe in you. Any male child, any male child, our boys, black men, when they hear this, I believe in you, it's like whatever was in their way has moved. Once you tell them, I believe in you, whatever was in their way, it moves. I don't care if you don't see the finish line, my sisters. I don't care if you don't see the finish line. When he come to you with an idea of doing something, you say, let's talk about it. Don't just, oh no, it ain't nothing. Nah, that's nothing. Nah, that ain't, that don't make sense. Don't get in there. Don't get in there saying that. Let's talk about it. Let's conversate. Now, Renee said they turn into Superman. Shout out to Mr. He Said, because that's his analogy. Other people try to copy. But that is Mr. He Said analogy about men, black men, Superman. Shout out to Mr. He Said. This is the uncomfortable truth, my sister. You wear a lot of hats. And if you are bashing black men, do you hear what I'm saying? If you out here bashing black men that ain't gonna never be shit, never was shit, never is shit, they will continue to think that they supposed to fail. This is why when black men go outside their race, y'all want to know why? That's why. That's why, because women from different race nurture them. When it comes to nurturement, am I saying that right? When it comes to nourishing a man, they do it better because they were raised in it. I'm not saying our brothers should jump the fence. I'm not saying that. You're going to love who you want to love. I'm not mad with anybody. But we don't know how to talk to our husbands. We don't know how to talk to our men. We don't know how to talk to our sons. It starts at home. Let's continue. Here we go.
Father, he wasn't nothing in life. She would tell me these things. She would tell me to be the man of the household, which is manipulation. What do you mean be a man of the household? What do you mean by be the man of the household? That is not my job to be the man of a household. If I'm your son, why are you talking to me as if I'm your husband? As if I'm your husband. You don't tell your son, be the man of the household. At a young age, at 8 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old. What do you mean?
And that's the mistake that a lot of black women that we make. That's our mistake. That is our mistake. That's our mistake, that we tell our sons, okay? That we tell our sons that they are the man of the house. This is the mistake that you make. A lot of my sisters are guilty of this. I'm guilty of it too. Then my mic changed because I just started charging the speaker. Did my mic change, y'all? Is it like messing up a little bit? Let me know. Renee said dad will teach him how to be the man while dad is at work. All right now. 18 said robbing them of the childhood and teenage years and didn't even know it. See? When you tell them that, oh, you're the man of the house, you messing up too, mama, because when you're ready for change and a man has come to seek your hand, now he got to get in here and dethrone the fake king. See, if you never put this boy in a king position, it would not be hard for a man to come in and glue all y'all together. But when we tell these boys, okay, that, oh, you the man of the house, you done created a nightmare for a man who wants to come and save you. Why did I say save? They said, wait a minute, bitch, you said save. Yes, I said save. When a man marries a woman who has children, or either one child, he came to save your ass. Don't let social media tell you nonsense. He came to save you. Because your baby daddy didn't want you. Gregory Scotland, how are you? I see you. Salute, take heed. Why are black men who choose a different path to be productive painted as uneducated? Going into the military, a trade school, or a computer tech program seen as less than. Now, you right about that, Gregory Scotland. We breaking that down right now, too. You right about that. They do. And the thing is, these men who do take a different avenue, they make more money than the women who came from college. Let's continue. Here we go.
The man of the household. I'm still trying to become a man myself. What do you want from me? That makes no sense. That is manipulation at its finest. She would also say things like, how I remind her of my father. And she would also reminisce about the good times that her and my father used to have.
Okay.
But she always, and to this day, has a deep hatred for my father. To this day, she talk about him. My father not even with her, but she still talk down on my father. She still talk shit about him. She still talk shit about me also.
And he's grown. He looked like he about 30 years old. He's grown. And she still talk bad about the father and him too. Now, mama, that sound like that's a you problem. That's a you problem, mama. That's a you problem, damn it. Let's continue.
Yeah. So after experiencing these things and hearing this and hearing her nasty lies about me and my father, and hearing her talk about us and how she view me, I realized that mothers hate their sons because of the men that they chose in the past.
Oh my God.
Meaning, your mother hates you because you resemble your father. And every day she looks at you, you remind her of the man that she could not keep. Or the man that she could not get. And because they can never rekindle the relationship with the father, which they already developed this cycle of obsession with the father anyway. Like they're literally obsessed with people who no longer wants to be involved with them. Meaning your mother is still gonna be obsessed about your father no matter what. Meaning if she talk good about him, she's obsessed. If she's talking bad about him, she's still obsessed. The narcissistic mothers have an obsession with their supply. They're obsessed, knowing that they was the cause of the father leaving in the first place.
Now, with this part of what he's saying about how the mom still talk about the daddy, I'm going to share something with y'all. As old as I am, look at Take Heed. Look how old Take Heed is. You could tell in my face how old I am. Look how old Take Heed is. My mama still talk bad about my daddy. Do you hear what I'm saying? As old as Take Heed is, when I call my mama, she still talk bad about my father. And I'll tell her, mama, you mess with him. You mess with him. Yeah, I look like him, but you mess with him, mama. You mess with him. It wasn't me. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. Okay? You mess with him. You cannot blame me for the decisions that you made. My sisters, you can't blame these babies for the decision that you made. You can't. All you can do is love these babies. God has blessed you with the fruit of the womb. Love these babies. Treat them with kindness. They didn't ask to be here. 18 said you allowed him to plant the seed. Go ahead, 18. You allowed him to plant the seed, damn it. You allowed him to plant the seed. Smith says, how long can a person hold on to guilt or hate? Lord, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. The thing is that these babies were not asked to be brought here. They were not. They were not asked to be brought here. All they need is your love, mama. And I know it's because, most of y'all women, y'all be broken. So you can't give love to this baby because the baby look like they daddy. But ain't nobody tell you to be messing with this man. Ain't nobody tell you to open up wide for this man. You wouldn't have this problem today. How many times had Takey said to y'all that the words that I grew up being taught, I have turned that around on our children? Okay? When the kids act up, they do something foolish or something like that. You know what I tell them? You act nothing like your father. They be hurt. They be hurt. Baby, they be looking at me. They be walking around this house like they whole face changing everything. They be stumbling and everything. Hey, baby, you getting coffee? Yes. They be stumbling and everything, this and that. They be walking around and this and that. They be upset. They be upset like, why you say that? They walking around me, this and that. Down to the one that's in college. You tell her, you act nothing like your father. She be like looking at everything and everything. They be mad. They be mad. I be like, I got her. Now, when they do something good, I tell them, you act just like your daddy. Oh, my goodness. You act just like your daddy. They be smiling. Their whole face break out. They got this big smile. My sisters, you got to turn that around on these children. The stuff that you were taught is obsolete. Do you hear me? It's obsolete, baby. My mama used to tell me, you look just like that black motherfucker. You look just like that black motherfucker. One day I told her, I said, Mama, you mess with him though. I can't help that I look like him. I tell these kids, I'm like, you look just like your daddy. That's what I tell them. You look just like your daddy. You know what they tell me? I know, mama. I know I look like my daddy. Now they look like their daddy in the face only. Okay? In the face only. I look like my daddy. They be greasing. And their whole mouth light up. Cause why? They know their daddy is a good man. Cause why? Mama praised their daddy around them. I don't get in there and tell them your father ain't shit. Your father ain't gonna never be shit. Your father never was shit. Your father ain't got shit. He ain't got this. I don't do that. I don't do that. When I come in to the driveway and food is in the car, they say, Mama, you went food shopping? Your daddy went food shopping. Mama, what you saying? Daddy at work. Yeah, your daddy, all that food that's in the car. Your daddy done bought all that food. Bring it in the house. Go to Walmart. I'm going shopping. Maybe I bought them something online or whatever like that. And they say, Mama, Mama, thank you, Mama. No, it's your daddy. When your daddy get home, make sure you tell your daddy thank you. You got to let these kids know where this stuff come from. Got to let them know. The baby the other day said to me, Mama, I want this and I need you. Was it the second child? Let's see. Yeah, second one. Mama, I need you to give me some money. I said, okay. How much is the money? She tell me. Until I said, go ask your daddy, because I ain't got that money, right? So she go ask the daddy, okay? He go and cash out for the money. She said, Mama, thank you. I said, ain't no thank you. Tell your daddy thank you, okay? Got to get in there and get these kids in a routine so they know where this stuff coming from. Because what it is, back in the day, in grandma time and big mama time, Big Mama did all these things in the house, and so the kids didn't see that it was daddy's hard working money. See, nobody saw it was daddy. All they knew, daddy was gone all the time, but they didn't know that this money was daddy money. They thinking it's mama money. So they always, mama always. So sometimes when they get mad with daddy, you never done nothing for me. It was mama that did it. And then the daddy looked like, say, what? Then the daddy got to go into a correction. It was the money that I gave your mama that got the shoes on your feet. It was the money I gave your mama that got the clothes on your back. It's the roof that you under that I gave your mama to pay the mortgage. It's me, damn it. It's me. You got men in here that had to say that to their kids. It's wrong. Let these children know. It's your daddy. I tell them kids quick, your daddy, it's your daddy. That's why this roof over your head is your daddy. Lights on, it's your daddy. Water, it's your daddy. I tell them quick, you know your daddy pay a lot of money for that water. Turn that water off. Too many lights on. You know your daddy got to pay the light bill. Turn the lights down. Too many lights on. Don't wear out them sneakers. Don't wear out them sneakers. I don't want my husband to have to buy you another pair of sneakers. Don't wear out them sneakers like you crazy. You got 2 pair. You know, alternate. Get in there, damn it. They look at me, say, Mama. They get in there and say, Mama, you always. I said, listen, I don't have time. I walk away. I don't have time. If you don't tell these kids where this stuff come from, they think daddy don't give a damn about them. They don't know that daddy be breaking his back at work, his ankles. They don't, especially if he in hard labor. They don't know that he be doing this thing. They don't know that daddy back and ankles and the feet be hurting and mama got to rub him down every night. You don't know the pain that daddy is going through to take care of his family. You don't know. Just letting you know. Just want to put that out there to you. Let's get in here and finish this young man conversation. Okay. Shout out to It's Real Rob. Okay. And he almost done. He almost finished. Here we go.
Cause of the father leaving in the first place. They was the reason the father left. So guess what? If they couldn't keep the father, they're going to develop that same grossly obsession with their sons. Raising and manipulating the sons, ripping them of their masculine energy,
Okay,
so that the son can replace the man that she lost. Let's be real. Our mothers didn't care about us. They only cared about themselves. Because sometimes mothers are evil creatures who take no accountability for their own actions.
That's nasty.
Your mother wasn't raising you to be her son. She was conditioning you to be her husband. Stay blessed.
Stay blessed. Shout out to the Real Rob. It's Real Rob. Oh my God. Shout out to that young man. Content was amazing. Now, where all this stemmed from and why we talking about it is that on the YouTubian streets, okay, okay, we have this nonsense going on why black men are not smart enough to go to college. Now, in 2024, the percent for men graduating or either going into college is only 22%. Okay. Now, Mr. He says that YouTubian is crazy. Now, I said that because Dr. Umar Okay, I got to give him credit. I took it from Dr. Umar. You too be in streets when he was going off on his daughter. You too be in streets. Okay? So that's where I got it from. Yes, I stole it from Dr. Umar. Okay? And I was saying shout out to Dr. Umar when I said it before. So all of y'all, most of y'all know where I got it from. The uncomfortable truth is why do y'all say our men are not smart enough? There are a lot of other races that their men don't go to college. Some of them, most men are good with their hands. Most men are good with a trade. That's every color. But why do they just single out, black men? It's like to belittle. We're the only culture that we belittle our black men. We're the only culture that does that. And we think it's okay. Like, yeah, that's good. Let's continue. Okay? Let's get in here and continue to bash our black men. We always think that that's good. Okay? The thing is, our men are not the only ones that don't attend college like the women do. Okay? But because y'all want to demasculate, dog walk our children, our boy children, this is another, because we do it 7 days a week, damn it. This is just another day that they doing it. Let's get in here and degrade our black men. Somebody said to me, sis, and y'all know we've been talking about the young man Anthony. We've been talking about Anthony, Carmelo Anthony. And some people said, sis, you riding for the Caucasian boy too hard. You're riding for the Caucasian boy too hard. You know what it is? It's the mother in me. I feel bad for both of the boys, regardless of what color they are. You don't think my heart weeps for Anthony too? Because I know the decision that this baby made. My heart weeps for him too. And the boy belongs to us. He's our son. My heart weeps for him too. But my heart also weeps for the Caucasian family. Both lives of these families are destroyed. And all these false reports are coming out. I don't even know why y'all in here reporting stuff. Let's just wait. So we got to wait. I love our sons. But the one thing that Take Heed will not subscribe to is when our sons out here doing monster shit. I can't subscribe to that. I cannot. I know I told y'all this story before, but we're going to go back into it. Now, one night I got a call, me and my partner got a call to come up to I think it was the third floor. The third floor, there was a patient there. And he was unbothered. He didn't want to be there. Tall, black man. He did not want to be there. He looked young, like maybe 30 something years old. Could have been my son. Okay? He had through the doctor, he had through the nurses and everything. So they called us upstairs to calm him down. Okay? We get in there, and the guy who was with me was a Caucasian guy. Okay? And my brother was not having it. He was ready to come up out that bed, everything. He was fighting everybody. And he flung the white guy on the floor, okay? Then he took me. He lifted me, y'all, from the floor. He lifted me. Y'all know I'm a big girl now. I'm a big girl. I'm a big chocolate cake. This brother lifted me from the floor. And I had a short sleeve shirt on. So I leaned my arm into his arm. I said, look at me. Look at me. He said, what? I said, look at me. You're going to hurt me. Look at me. I'm your sister. Calm down. He said, you not my sister. I said, I am. Look at our arm. We the same complexion. I'm your sister. You're going to hurt me. And he put me down. He said, I'm sorry. I just want to leave. I said, yes, but you're sick. How can you leave and you sick, baby? I said, something is wrong. That's why you're here on the 3rd floor. So now I told him, I said, can you do me a favor? He said, what is it, sis? I said, can you lay in the bed? Now, mind you, they called the popo. They called the popo up here. Okay? Because he was flinging everybody. They called the popo. Now, police run up to see it. Now, mind you, this is a sick person, but they running upstairs because it's a black man. It's a black man, honey. It's a black man. So he's sick. Okay? But they running up there like, he's some thug in the street. Okay? This was a clean-cut black man. Do you hear me? I don't even care if he wasn't clean-cut, damn it. But they was running up there like they was going to do something. So I stood in the gap. You know how you stand in the way? I stood in the gap. They was right up on his bed. I stood up right there. I turned my big ass around. Yes, I did. I pulled those covers on him. I said, I need you to lay down and stay here. He said, you gonna stay with me, sis? I said, I'm here. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. I looked at the cops. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. I put that cover on him. They said, oh, he's calm. I said, he's calm. He's calm. There's no need. He's calm. Y'all can go. He's calm. I told him, I said, I don't want to hear no problems from you. Now, they left. I made sure they left. I told the doctor and the nurse, I said, anything happen, call me. I'm here all night. I talked to him. I said, once you get this medication, once you start feeling better, you can go. He said, can you call my relatives? I said, yes, we can call. We can get them to come up here tonight if you want. But you can't be doing this. You're going to hurt somebody. Look how big you are. You look like a linebacker. He started laughing. I love my brothers. I love my brothers. I don't like foolishness. Foolishness I have a problem with. Anyway, back to the story at hand. Okay? Back to the story at hand. We got to stop talking to our boy children like they crazy. Because when you look at them, you don't see that this young man will grow into a man someday. You don't see that he is going to grow into a man someday. My son said to me, Mama, I know you be wanting me to do stuff for you sometimes, but I need you to stop screaming. This when he was younger, he said that to me. Talked just like his father. I looked at him, I said, I'm screaming at you too much. He said, yes, Mama. So now when I asked him to do something, I said, baby, come here. I need you to do this for me. Now, mind you, I didn't know that I always, I'm screaming. I ain't know. I thought I'm just talking regular. I didn't even know. It's not like I'm saying anything mean to him, but I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So he come tell me, Mama, I need you to talk to me a little different. No problem. No problem. I'm sorry. One thing I have learned about being a black mama is that it's okay to apologize to these children. It's okay to say you're sorry when you say something mean to these kids. That doesn't make you less of a mama. It doesn't make you less of a mama. You got to talk to these children, these boy children, with some love and kindness. It's bad enough that the world is going to beat them up. You hear me? Okay? It's bad enough the world ready to tear them down. Once they get out the womb, they ready to tear them down. They quick to call your children this and that and put them right in the pipeline. Don't you know that Ritalin, any man who been taking Ritalin from when they were young, that Ritalin led them to the pipeline. Because once they can't, that pipeline to prison. Because once they can't regulate their thoughts, okay, they can't regulate their behavior, where do they end up at? In the prison. Our parents made a mistake when they was giving these boys Ritalin. Instead of giving them an outlet, getting them something to do. Y'all made a mistake because you listened to the teachers tell you give these kids Ritalin. Know how many times my oldest son that's 30, they was telling me, oh, give him this. I'm not giving him nothing. I'm not giving him nothing. We gonna get him something to do. We gonna get him something to do. We gonna talk about what's going on. I never subscribe to giving kids medication. I never subscribe to it. Get them an outlet. Give them an outlet. Let's get something in here. One of our children, our girl children, one of our girl child, she is a painter. She's a painter. She's a painter. Didn't know that. We didn't know she was a painter. This woman, can I say woman? Because she's in womanhood right now. Yeah. So this young woman can paint like a whole wall on her own. Just amazing. She has the talent to do it. Okay? She has the talent. But we were told that we needed to do something with her. And I told my husband, I will not. I will not. I will not. Let's find out what's going on. Found out from a little coloring book and some crowns that this baby can do some foolery. This baby can think something in her mind. This was going on at 4 years old or 5. She can go get something in her mind or something she's seen and draw it from A to Z. Didn't even know that. Gave her a little small canvas with some painting brushes and stuff. This baby made moon and the stars and all that. Didn't even know. But they wanted us to do something else with her. Our boys are the same way. Get them something to do. Get them something to do. Most boys need hands-on learning. They need hands-on teaching. And sometimes that's not college. Y'all, you know, some of y'all women who are broken. Some of y'all women who are broken that get out here on social media, you think this shit is funny. Okay? Some of y'all who are broken, you in debt. Some of y'all in debt. You got 5 type of degrees, but you in debt. You have all these degrees, but you in debt. Somebody marry you, they walking into a swamp. A swamp of debt. And you not even in your right field. But you in here judging these young men who decide they don't want to go to college, that a trade is better, going to a trade school, doing something in computers is better. But y'all in here clowning these men because college was not the answer for them. And let me share something with you. Most of these trade schools that these young men get into, either it be driving trucks, a trade school, or plumbing or something like that, they making more money than y'all anyway. They making more money than y'all. They live better than y'all. Some of them turn their trade into their own personal business. But y'all clowning them. It's funny, right? We're the only culture, black women who think like that and shit. Other women from different races, they love that they man is hands-on and shit. They love it. They love they men are hands-on. Some different races, their husband can build a whole house on his own, damn it. Build a whole house on his own. Do a whole piping system on his own. Do a whole can do a whole system for electric on his own. Okay? Can do all that on his own and shit. You know, some of these races, they husbands can do all this shit. And the women is proud and shit. But when your husband is an electrician, when your husband is a plumber, when your husband is in construction, you ashamed. Damn it, I'm not ashamed, damn it. I'm not ashamed, damn it. If my husband did any of those things, I'm not ashamed. Do you think Take Heed is ashamed of her husband? My husband worked for the U.S. Postal Service. Shout out to the U.S. Postal Service. My husband worked for the U.S. Postal Service. You think I'm ashamed? Somebody tried to clown me one time on a panel about that because I had told my husband worked for the U.S. Postal Office. I'm not ashamed. I'm proud of my husband, damn it. My husband take care of his family. That's right, damn it. I'm proud, shit. Shout out to the U.S. Postal Service. All right, I'm not ashamed, baby. Okay? Some of y'all ashamed to have husbands that work for the U.S. Postal Service. You ashamed of your husband. He's a plumber. He does HVAC system. That's right, because I saw somebody put that in here. He's an electrician. You ashamed he worked for the city. He go into the sewer and clean the sewer. You ashamed. Damn it, I'm not ashamed. I'm proud that my husband want to work. I'm proud that he goes out there every day and do what he's supposed to do. I'm proud of my husband. Fuck what you heard. I don't care what none of y'all say. Some of y'all get in here and talk about you blue, you a white collar, you got this. That's your business. I'm happy for you. Do you think that I would ever put my husband beneath any man that makes more than him or you live better than him? I give two shits. You're not mine. But to me, my husband means the world. What my husband do means the world to me. I'm not looking for no other. We need to learn how to speak life into our men. Black Queen, how are you? Shay, I didn't know you was here, honey. How you doing, baby? All right, Mr. He said, I am a god around here. All right now, that's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. That part, you are not, listen, you not mine. Renee, come on now, baby. You not mine. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do, baby. You ain't mine. I ain't got to worry about it. Lord, we got to do better. This whole situation with our sons going to college and stuff like that, we got to do better, damn it. Y'all do too much. This is stupid shit. 2024 went down. 2024 went down to 22% because men are saying, listen, I'm going into debt trying to go to school. Let me go pick up a trade. Then I could be making that money and bust out what I need to bust out. Because the truth is, when a black man make it, okay, this is the uncomfortable truth. When a black man make it, he got to take his whole family along. He don't have time to sit up there and go to college for 5-6 years. Some of y'all don't get in there and lie. Some of y'all sisters be doing it 5-6 years. Want to get that master's in. He don't have time. He don't have time to do that. He got a lot of people dependent on him. He got a lot of people depending on him because more than likely his mama ain't never married nobody. He got to get in there and be taking care of his mama. Most of y'all think that's good. I don't need no man. But you got a son. You got a son. You understand? I don't need no man. Underrated Darkness, how are you, my brother? Pumping out that content. I saw you with 18. Shout out to you, my brother. Yeah. This is the uncomfortable truth. We got to do better. We got to do better. We just mistreat our men. It don't even make sense. Lord, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I get so mad with these men and these young boys that you will tell them, I hate you and I wish you death. How does that sound that a mama get in here? How does that sound that a mama get in here and say, I hate you and I wish you death? Did you not give birth to this boy? Did you not give birth to this boy? But you got the mind to tell him that you hate him. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page as well if you like the content. Okay? Now, I think that's Ali. Ali said, I believe they are smart. They avoid the debt and are still very intelligent. Now, Ali, you new to the channel. Okay? Ali, you new to the channel. Okay? All right, you new. I know you new. Okay? You new to the channel, Ali. Okay? You new, right? Okay? Listen, we don't tell the truth in here. Okay, Ali? We don't tell the truth in here. Don't be getting here telling the truth. Okay? Don't get in here and tell the truth. Okay? Now, that's right. That's right. 18 said, don't come over here telling the truth, damn it. Ali, I'm only playing with you. I'm only playing with you, baby. This is the uncomfortable truth. This is a lot of stuff that y'all be saying to these babies. You understand? This is a lot of stuff y'all say to these babies. That boy looked like the video I saw, he looked like he was about 10. He said his mama said she hate him and wish him death. Who says that? Shadow, what's up, baby? Oh, you done gave me coffee. Thank you, Shadow, for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate you, baby. Always donate to my channel. Thank you to everybody who always donate to my channel. I appreciate y'all. And when you can't donate, I'm not mad at you, baby. I'm not mad at you. Just do me a favor, hit that like button, though. Hit that like button, though. Shadow, thank you, baby. I appreciate you for donating to the channel, honey. Thank you so much. And I want to put this to y'all. This is a little rough right here. This is not, this is a little rough. Shout out to Marcus J. Carter's boys, okay? Shout out to that brother. Here we go. I want y'all to hear this.
Walk down the street together, and if some guy says something out of the way to me, it's an insult. To him, it could be his life. I can walk away from words and gestures and still be a woman. He cannot and still be a man. So little of a black man's existence relies on his acts. His women, mother, sister, lovers control his life, and generally so irresponsibly that it can be frightening. And sometimes black women aren't very nice for a lot of reasons. And sometimes we use our power against him for a lot of reasons. And I think some of the hostility is real and must be related to as such. We're angry and so are they. But it's only when we admit it that we can get anywhere.
It's only when we admit it that we can get anywhere. So when we start calling out this behavior of our sisters, being angry with their sons because they look like they daddy, this is when we can get these corrections started. Do you hear what I'm saying? When you understand that you're angry with this boy because he looked like his daddy, this is when we can get these corrections started. Now you already know who the voice was, 18. You already know. You already know. Don't act like you don't know. And I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Don't act like you don't know who it was. Okay? I'm not talking to you for the rest of the time, 18. We not talking no more. Because you already know who that voice is. Okay, Mr. He said, don't laugh at her. Don't laugh. Don't laugh at us. We arguing this morning. We arguing, 18. Don't be laughing. We arguing this morning. You already know who that is. You know they be stealing the content and stuff. You already know who that is. This is what they was talking about back in the day. We still ain't got it, damn it. We still ain't got it. This is nonsense. We still ain't got it. Still talking about the same damn thing. We still ain't got it. Hey, John, what's going on, baby? Okay. That's right, John. Me and 18 is beefing today. We beefing, damn it. Okay. She said, you know I don't argue. We arguing today, damn it. We arguing today on a Sunday, damn it. You know I love you, my sister. You know I love you. Okay. This is nonsense, y'all. We got to do better. We got to do better. Okay? Okay. Now, Mr. He said, starting trouble. She lucky she got that wrench. I would have timed her out for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Now, damn. Now, you know what? I saw Green Beans ass in here today. I saw him. Okay? Now, anybody y'all want to time out, you do it to Green Beans, damn it. Okay? Time him out. Okay? I done saw him in here. Okay? You time him out. I'm tired. Okay? He been good. I don't know what's going on. He's been good. But time him out. Yes. Okay? Time Green Beans ass out. Now, I don't know. Am I buffering, y'all? Am I buffering? I don't know what's going on. I see a little buffering going on. Okay? Listen. Y'all, a change must come. Do you hear me? A change must come. Okay? A change must come. We got to do better. We got to do better. A change must come. Look at Green Beans laughing. A change must come. Got to talk better to these boys. Speak life unto their name. We doing too much. Black men are not going to college because there's so many reasons. But one of the reasons is we don't know how to talk to our boys. We don't know how to uplift them. We don't know how to praise them like we praise the girls. I'm watching stuff play out before my eyes when I look at these children being raised with their father. Their mindset is so different. I didn't say it was perfect, but the mindset is so different. And because, and I'm going to share something with you. This is the gospel truth. If you still love the Father, or you are in love with the Father, okay? You have a better love for the children. That's nasty, right? It's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to love that child because the child came from you. But when I look at our children, because the love I have for their father is like a undying love. The love I have for their father is something else. It's crazy. And I look at these children and I see him in them. And I looked at the second oldest this morning. I kissed her on her forehead and her cheek. And I said, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. She had a competition yesterday. I told her, I said, I'm so proud of you. I see greatness in you. She said, Ma. I said, I see greatness in you. But even when the oldest one that I had with another man, my oldest son who's 30, I still spoke to him like that. I love you. I see greatness in you. I ain't gonna say I got everything right with the oldest one, but I learned when I got a chance to do it again. Do I regret the decisions I made with the oldest one? Yes, I do. But I thank God that God steered him in the right path. He put that young man on the right path to take his family, raise his children, not let another man come in and raise his kids. He did the right thing. For the decisions I made with him, I may not never see this boy again. But I know I did some things wrong and I know I did some things right. I don't want to say I did the best I could because that's our MO right there as black women. I did the best I could. You know, that's what we say. All I want to tell y'all is that love these boys. You have a son, hug him sometimes. My son said to me, Mama, these last couple of days you've been like too fuzzy with me. You know, too fuzzy with me. Mind you, I thought I aggravated everybody on a regular, but he said I'm too fuzzy with him. Okay? These last couple of days, I've been fuzzy with him. Okay? Now, I thought I was doing it already. I thought I was aggravating everybody and stuff like that. So I guess it's not proportion enough. Okay? So I got to get better with the proportions. Aggravate these children in a good way. Okay? Aggravate these children in a good way. Love these kids. Tell them that you love them. It's okay to tell them you love them. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go. All right, I gotta go. That's the end of the conversation. Okay? Anybody who y'all offended by what I said about black men, that's your business. That's your business. This is my channel. 18, is this not my channel? 18, is this not my channel? I get to say what I want to say. Is this not my channel? Okay? Is this not my... I get to say whatever I want to say. This is my channel, 18, right? So anybody who you offended that I'm talking about black men like this, that I said we need to learn how to speak life over our boys and our men, you mad? I don't give a damn. This is my channel. Okay, this is mine. Yes, thank you, 18. Yes, Mom. This is my channel. This is my channel, damn it. You mad? That's your business. Okay? Now, I got to go. I got to go. All right, I got to go. I'm done. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Okay? Donate to the page if you can. Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo. Okay? If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmracksfashion.com. Okay? ubmracksfashion.com. Okay? Now, Curtis, I see you. I saw you earlier. This is your channel, Queen. You can say what you want to say. Thank you, Curtis. Okay? Give them thumbs up. Now, John, don't start no shit. It won't be no shit, John. Don't start no shit. I done already told you, John. I done already told you. Okay? Don't start no shit. Won't be no shit, John. Okay? That's what I said now. Now, now, if you want to buy merch, that's right, on these YouTube streets. That's right, Missy. He said, okay, if you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see Shop or Store if you're interested. They got hoodie, shirts, mugs, water bottles, baby clothes. Now, see this? You see what I'm talking about? Green beans? Extra as hell. Green beans. Okay. Oh my God. It's always one. It's always one. I can't, Okay, I can't. Okay? I can't. It's always one, damn it. It's always one. Okay? All the time. Always one. Always one. I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. But Samantha gonna help me with you today, Green Beans. It's always one. It's always
Let a nigga try me. Let a nigga try me. Let a nigga try me. Yeah. Oh, let a nigga try me. Let a nigga try me. Let a nigga try me.
I'm tired. Okay? I'm tired. Oh my God. Now, everybody, y'all take heed to the message. Okay? Much love to you all. Y'all be safe out here. You hear me? Y'all be safe out here. Okay? Y'all do what it do, baby. Okay? I gotta go. I had a wonderful time with y'all today. Yes, I did. I got to go. There's some things I gotta do. And I can't be up here with y'all all day. I got to go. Yeah, I got to go. Oh my goodness. Whew. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, but this is my song going out today. This is my song. This is my song going out today, y'all. This is my song. You hear me? This is my song. Black Queen, you have a good one too. This is my song going out today. Okay? This is my song going out today. Here we go, y'all. This is my
In
song.
your way, and keep my name out your mouth. Out your mouth.